Hello students, today we'll be learning about fractions and decimals. Today's lesson will be conducted in a flipped classroom setting. Now, let us do a recap. Let's take a look at this number. Could you help me with the following questions? What is the place value of the digit 7? Did you get that? Yes, the digit 7 is in the hundredth place. Let's move on. What is the place value of the digit 9? The digit 9 is in the thousandth place. Last question. What is the place value of the digit 3? This one should be simple. The digit 3 is in the 10th place. Now we have learned from our previous lessons that we can express 10th as a decimal. And we have used a number line to help us. As we look at this number line, we would realize that 1 is made up of 10 tenths. What if we were to express 100 as decimals? Let's do this with a number line as well. Yes, you can see that 1/10 is actually made up of 10 hundredths. Let's move on. If we know that 1/10 is 0.1 and 100 is 0.01, what if I have fractions that do not have a denominator of 10 or 100? How can I convert them to decimals? Here are some examples. Half, 1/5, 3/4. This question is something that we will work on today. Today, we are learning to convert a fraction to a decimal. Here are some more fractions that we can look at. Let's start with an example, shall we? I have a fraction half over here. When I look at this fraction, the denominator is no longer 10 or 100. What can we do? I know. Let's find its equivalent fraction that has a denominator of 10 or 100. In this case, let's convert it to have a denominator of 10. What should we do to do so? We have learned previously in fractions that we can multiply the denominator and numerator to do that. In this case, we'll multiply the denominator by 5 and the numerator by 5. What fraction will we get? Yes, we will get 5/10. This looks familiar, and we can now convert it into a decimal. We will get 0.5. Let's move on to another fraction. I have with me 2/5. Would you like to make a guess? What fraction will we convert it to? Let's convert it to its equivalent fraction that has a denominator of 10. What number shall we multiply the numerator and the denominator by? Yes, we multiply it by 2. And we would get 4/10. Now, let's convert it. 0.4 is our decimal. Let's move on to another fraction. I have with me 1/4. If I were to convert it to its equivalent fraction, I don't think we can get a fraction that has a denominator of 10. Let's work with a denominator of 100. The number is bigger, so we would expect to multiply the numerator and denominator by a bigger number. And we will get 2500. And we can convert this to 0.25. Let's move on. I have a fraction with me, 320. The denominator is not 10 or 100, so let's convert it to its equivalent fraction. What number should I multiply it by? Yes, in order to convert it to its equivalent fraction, we multiply it by 5. We get 15 over 100, and that is converted to 0.15. Let's move on. This time, I have 2 over 25. Could you work this sum for me? Okay, let's give this a shot. We convert it to its equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100. Check your answers. Did you multiply the numerator and denominator by 4? If you did that, you would have gotten 800. And that would have given us 0.08. Let's move on, shall we? I have a decimal. Sorry, I have a fraction over here. 11 over 50. Now, 11 over 50 can be converted to its equivalent fraction as well. This time, I think we need a denominator of 100. Please work this on your own. You ready to check your answers? Let's go. I would multiply the denominator and numerator by 2. That would have gotten me 2200. And we can convert it into a decimal. We would get 0.22. Now you have been learning well, so let's challenge ourselves. Over here, I have 4 questions that I want you to work on. We will discuss it in class, and I see you on Monday. Remember, we will discuss this in class on Monday. I look forward to seeing you. I hope you all will be fresh and have a good rest over the weekend. This is Mr. King. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.